What is up, everybody? It's Dan here, and I hope you all are having an awesome day. Today, we're going to be doing a tutorial in one of my favorite editing programs, which is Adobe Lightroom. Today, we're going to be covering the topic of doing batch editing. Now, batch editing is a very simple technique, and it's not hard at all to do, but it will save you hours and hours of time of editing in the long run, and it is super useful. If I would have known how to do batch editing when I first started, oh my god, it would have been a lifesaver. So I'm going to save you that time and effort and teach you how to do it right now, so you are going to be a professional at efficiency when it comes to editing. But before we hop into that, if you enjoy this content and want to continue supporting us, please consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, as it really does let us know that we're doing a good job, you enjoy it, and we'll continue to make more content much like this. Alright, so first things first, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to obviously open up Lightroom and start the program up. Now, you're going to want to already have your photos imported or put into a collection. On the bottom of the timeline here, you have, or I have, all of my selects that I've pulled. So these are all of my favorite photos from our little session we did. And so I've gone ahead and I've done my edit onto one of each of the photos from the different settings. So this is where batch editing becomes super useful, especially if you're doing portraits or even weddings, when you have lots of photos that are done in very similar lighting and color conditions. Rather than going and hand editing every single photo, batch editing will allow you to, take the time and edit one photo, and then you can apply those settings to other photos that share the same lighting and color. So this is a very useful technique, but keep in mind you can't apply a batch edit to everything. I mean, unless everything is the same lighting or the same colors or the same setting, because obviously everything is a different white balance, different exposure settings, so you have to apply it to things that are in the same kind of scene. Essentially, really all it is a copy and paste. But I'll show you. So what you're going to do is select the photo that you've edited, so in this case, and then you're going to want to hit, it's not Command C, you're actually going to hit Control Shift C or Command Shift C if you're on Apple. Now this is going to bring you up to your copy settings menu. So basically this is asking you to check off every single setting that you would like to apply to the photos that you're going to batch edit. So in this case, you pretty much want to apply everything unless there are fine edits that you've done, like let's say you've done some editing to eyes, or if you've done spot healing or removed blemishes. I wouldn't copy those settings because they're going to be in a different placement in another shot. So once we've decided everything that we want to copy over, it's just you're simply going to hit copy. Now we're going to go to our other three photos, and rather than copy and paste each individual photo, what you can do, if all of your photos are the same, then you can either hit Control A, which will select everything, or on Mac, Command A. But in this case, we want to just select these first three photos. So you can hold Control or Command and click each one, or you can actually click the first one, hold the Shift button, and then select the last photo. And now what that does is once you've selected the first photo and then you hold Shift and click the last photo, it'll highlight everything in between those parameters. So now that we've got the photos that we want to apply the effects to all highlighted, all we're simply going to do is you're going to hit right click, you're going to go to develop settings, and you're going to hit paste settings. And now, as you can see, as indicated by the little bottom right hand corner of the photo, all three photos have now been applied with the same effect. Now let's just say you wanted to go photo by photo rather than selecting a bunch. What you can do is you can follow the same principle. So in this case, I've edited this photo, hit Command Shift C. Again, we're going to copy, and then you can just select each photo at a time. If you know specific ones have a specific effect, go ahead and just hit Control Shift V or Command Shift V, and it's going to go ahead and apply those settings. Now, as I mentioned before, you want to be a little bit careful, just because, look, it does copy over the colors quite nicely, but the exposure is just a little bit too bright, so I'm going to go ahead, bring it down just a tad, or actually just going to even that out. And I actually quite like that look. Here's another thing to keep an eye out for. So because we highlighted radial filters, so I did a little bit of eye work on the previous photo, so you can actually see that right there on his face. So if I go ahead and hit radial filter, I'm gonna go ahead and delete the two little circles that we had for his eyes, And this is just a large radial filter I did to light up his face. So we're gonna keep that one. But yeah, that's just one thing you do want to keep an eye out for, because then you'll have random little spots on your photos. And that's all there is to it. Like I said, it's super easy, but it's gonna save you tons of time in the future. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you found it useful, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments what you want to see from us next, whether it be a tutorial or if you have any video ideas or suggestions. Let us know. We love to read your comments. So until next time, this has been Dan, and I hope you all continue to have a great day and a great week.